What does your thing say? Hello?
Yes, it says divorced and dating.
Okay. I've never seen that before. Dad stands for divorce and dating. Now that was creative. Do me a favor. Don't be too close to the middle. There you go. All right. What's your name, love?
Oh, my name's Fred.
Fred, where you calling me from?
I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Dallas. How old
Yeah,
are you, Fred?
47.
47. What you do for a living?
I work for the government.
Okay, government. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, 20 and 25.
20 and 25. Both by the same woman?
Yeah, I was married for 17 years.
Okay, when did you get divorced?
9 years ago.
Okay. I'm nosy. Why you get divorced?
Just ran its course. Nothing major.
Okay, nothing major. What do you oh, you work for the government? What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Okay, I think I might have it all. We got Fred in Dallas, 47, works for the government, Capricorn. Dad of two, adults, 20 and 25, by his ex-wife. He is divorced. What kind of woman you looking for? Dad, divorce, and dating?
Uh, she got to be loyal. She got to be nurturing. She got to be she can't be disrespectful. She got to be kind. Uh, she got to be fit for sure. Uh, I prefer not those big eyelash things. I don't like those. You know, preferably natural, and just an all around good wholesome woman. I don't think I asked for a lot.
Okay, be natural, no big lashes. Um, okay. Does she have to be black? Do you want a black woman?
I would prefer that.
Okay. Now, did I ask you your deal breakers or were you just giving me your deal breakers and your requirements? I think you were.
Deal breakers are cigarette smokers, uh, disrespectful women, and women with really big egos.
Okay. No women with big egos. Should she look a certain way? We kind of tapped into it, but now is where we really ask that question directly.
Fit and have a good face card if you can look good without makeup on.
Okay. Well, this is a big one for you.
Huh?
I'm assuming you had some horror stories.
Oh no, well, your health is your wealth. So I prefer somebody that doesn't mind making deposits into their wealth account. A lot of time this day and age, a lot of people are chasing money, money, money. But what's the use of being money if you're not healthy? What's the use of having money and success if you can't enjoy it? We on a plane and you got to get 2 seats. So your health is your wealth, and especially if you're looking for somebody long term, are we spending all the money that we just accumulated to pay for doctor bills when we get older? Or are we using that money to enjoy our lives together? So for me, I would like somebody that's at least intentional about being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle.
Okay. Okay. All right. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
I don't really care about that.
Yeah, everyone's talking about the 2 seats on the plane. Okay. Is that true? Or is that just you don't have to really buy 2 seats on the plane if you're a certain size, do you?
Uh, I've seen people try to squeeze in 1 seat that really needed two.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Fred, let's do the Kendra Cam.
I'm 6'4", so I got to put it back some.
Oh, you got the height for the ladies. Okay, you like you're in great shape. Now, Fred, would you date a woman with kids?
It's a case by case scenario. You got
now your kids are grown. They're 20 and 25, so I do understand slightly, but one will say you have 2 kids. Why won't you date a woman with kids?
it's a case by case scenario, like I was saying. If you got multiple, I mean, so dating is dating, but when we talk about marriage, that's something totally different. So
Break that down, because I think that confuses a lot of people. So you can date someone that you potentially wouldn't marry?
yes, because dating is dating. Dating is really just getting to know somebody. especially in this climate, most people date multiple people. And what I've come to learn is that some people just is cool with dating. Like you'll meet a woman and say, yeah, me and this guy was dating for 8 years. Me and this guy was dating for 9 years. He wasn't nobody I wanted to marry, but we had fun together. We dated and enjoyed each other's time. So if it's kind of understood that we just dating, then it really don't matter because I don't have any say so or leadership over her kids. So, and with that being said, I don't have to worry about the kids' fathers. I don't have to worry about disciplining those kids. I don't have to worry about taking those kids doing what fatherly duties to those kids because we're just dating. We're not married. So therefore, I'm not taking the role of the leadership over the kid. I'm just enjoying the mother in her time.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. Now, let me ask you this. So, I know you said it's case by case. Would you marry a woman that had children?
If she has more than one baby father, no. If she has kids, if she got bad kids, it's a no. I'm not being raised on baby boy. I can't deal with a joke. I'm not doing it. So I would prefer a woman with no kids or kids around the same age as mine.
Okay, because the kids that are 20 plus, they're not in the home, and I guess you
Yeah.
have to deal with them as much.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, my 20-year-old lives with me,
Oh,
but
she does.
yes.
So now, if you got okay, well, let me ask this question: do you want to get married again, or do you want to date?
Marriage is always the goal. It's just finding somebody that meets my requirements.
Okay, and when we're going through your requirements. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And you've been married before, so you know a lot about this.
Yes.
Okay. Um, so we did the Kendra Cam. Did I ask you when your last relationship was?
My last relationship was last year.
Last year.
So yeah, I think we probably broke up around. I want to say like around January, February, somewhere around there.
Okay, I want to going back to our last conversation we were having. So one of your children, excuse me, lives with you. So if you got serious with a woman and she moves in, she would essentially have to accept your child, correct?
Yeah.
So can you break down this because I do see this a lot about the double standard, right? You would prefer a woman with no kids, but one of your children do live with you. So if she got serious with you, she would essentially have to accept your child that lives in a home. So can you break down that double standard?
Yes, ma'am. I sure can. So the double standard is, as a man, you take on the leadership role. So therefore, say she has kids. Let's say something happens with one of her kids. She's waking me up in the middle of the night. Hey, little Ray Ray in trouble. I need you to go help him. Or, hey, it's more like we take on more of a role, more of a leadership role when it comes to parenting kids, especially other people's kids. Whereas the woman usually comes in and she's more the friend. It's more of like a friendship role. They might do their nails together. They may go shopping together. They may do things like that. But as far as the leaders taking over a leadership role, from experiences, what I hear people say, usually when you combine families, the woman isn't taking over a leadership role of another man's kids.
And you didn't say this, but I wonder if this is a part of it. Would you expect her to contribute to the household in a way that takes care of your daughter financially?
I'm already taking care of my daughter financially, so there's nothing that she can contribute that I'm not already doing.
Okay, just as hypothetical conversations we having right now. If you
Okay.
got married and she moves in with you, do you expect her to pay the mortgage?
No, she don't have to pay the mortgage. But the thing about human beings, uh, if you ever notice, if you give somebody something for free, they don't appreciate it, and then over time, they come up with a sense of entitlement. It's like if you sell a product, the more and more you give it out to free, the more and more it devalues. So even if you let somebody live with you, yes, you do. They do have to pay something. Would she have to cover the mortgage? No, but she would have to put in on something. I can't have an extra dependent living with me that's an adult. No, I can't do that. So she would have to put in something.
Okay, and that's fair. And we'll move forward. But all I will say to that is this is what men say. at times when women have children, right? What I hear sometimes is, well, you expect me to be a provider, right? You expect me to pay for you and your kids. So I get what you're saying as an adult. If y'all got serious, you would want her to contribute to the bills. But then a woman could say, I'm financially also taking care of your child too, if I'm helping pay the mortgage in which your child lays her head at night.
But it was already getting paid before her. So
Right, I'm doing a
therefore,
role
he wasn't.
reversal. Right, and I hear what you're saying, but I'm doing a role reversal right now. Obviously, and I'm on record. I know things are not equal between men and women, so I want to say that. But I do think I wanted to see this comparison, because if you were a woman, that's what they would say. You want me to come and take care of you and your kids, and I got to pay the bills in your house for your kids. That's what they would say.
Right, but let's say it's time to go shopping. And so she take my daughter shopping, right? I'm gonna be paying for her to take my daughter shopping. But if I took her kids shopping, she's not giving me money to take her kids shopping. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that. Like, it's not ever equal.
I get that. And I wasn't trying to make it equal. I was really doing the double standard conversation, but fair enough, fair enough. I actually do, what I like about you is this is thought out, right? And I think like men, like you're a husband. You were once married, you got divorced, you're open-minded to getting married again. And I feel like men who do want to get married, they really think about all the things it would take for them to marry a woman, all the things that have to agree. So I do think you have the qualities that some women desire. Um, did I ask you the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
It's been a while. It's
Okay.
probably been at least 3 months.
All right. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Okay, 3 flaws I have to work on myself. Uh, I cut people off easy. Uh, I'm not very patient. Uh, I can look for flaws even if they're not there. So
You can't do what?
I can look for flaws in people that may not even be there. So like somebody that self-sabotages relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a paid question. Um, LII said, bro, daughter's 20 though. So Miss Kendra, your point is mute respectfully. Well, let me just say this. Let me ask you a question. Your 20-year-old daughter lives with you, correct?
Yes.
Does she pay rent or anything?
No.
No. So, but if you got serious with a woman and she moved in, you would like her to contribute something to the rent or mortgage.
Yes. No, something
So,
to the household bills, not particularly to the rent or mortgage, but something.
okay. So this is no judgment and it's not even a disagreement.
Yes.
But the point is not mute, because the new woman would contribute to your daughter's household living if she's paying for a bill or two that your daughter lives in. So that was the point we were talking about, because that's what men say. Men say, if I take over the bills, I'm in a way taking care of your kids because I'm paying something that your kids are benefiting from. So no, that point still stands.
Well, I think the difference is, and especially if she comes with multiple kids, now my living expenses are more. So boom, she moving my house. Now my electricity is going to be on more. More water is going to be used. I'm going to spend more money at Sam's. I'm going to spend more money at the grocery store. So my bills goes up exponentially. Exponentially, the more people comes into my home. Whereas when it's just me and my daughter, it's just us.
I
So
agree. But you don't want that woman that you just talked about. You don't want a woman that has multiple kids, correct?
it just depends. It's a case by case basis for
Okay.
the most
Case
part.
by case. Okay. Either way. Either way. Um, either way. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Uh, I'm a level-headed guy. I'm financially stable. Uh, I'm a entrepreneur. I'm thoughtful. I'm caring. I'm loving. I have 17 years of marriage experience, and you know, I think I'm just an all-around great guy.
He's an all-around great guy. You got some more paid questions. Okay, just FYI. Um, DK Holloway Diesel said, "Bro sounds selfish. You want her to accept your child, but coming up with reasons not to accept hers. She'll come in with a motherly role for yours, just as you will come in as a fatherly role for her."
I think one thing about as men, I think we're not selfish enough. We're always told our whole life that we don't gain value or we don't have any worth until somebody can use us or till somebody can get something out of us. I do believe sometimes as men we do need to be more selfish. We do need to care more about ourselves, our well-being, and how we are in this world. So if someone call me selfish, that's fine because I'm about myself and any woman around me. That means she's with me, and I'm gonna take care of her as if she was myself. So if I'm selfish, I don't mind.
Okay. Just FYI, I think everyone should be selfish because everybody is selfish. Let me. So I'm not a person that walks away from selfish. You should always. Everyone walking this earth should always be doing something that's best for themselves first. Now, I'm not saying I'll be a giver. I'm a giver by nature. But think about it. When someone wants you to choose them over yourself, they're essentially being selfish in that moment because they're asking you to choose them over you. That's a selfish requirement. So I'm a person who thinks everybody need to be you're first, and then everybody else feeds off of what you pour into yourself. Um, the dating pool roast reactions says, where is he going to find a woman without kids at his age unless he's dating a 21-year-old? Then he is a perv.
Okay, so first of all, even if I dated a 21-year-old, I wouldn't be a perv because she's 21.
Well, you're 47, so would you date a 21-year-old?
I wouldn't date a 21-year-old, but if I did, it would make me a perv. I think people should stop throwing around words so loosely and especially out of context. At the same time, there are a lot of career women, there are a lot of career driven women, there are a lot of women that actually don't have kids. Uh, so there are tons of them. You and I just think you put yourself in certain situations to find what you want. I'm not one of the people that think the dating pool is full of piss because it's not. A lot of people that say the dating pool is full of piss, that's because they're the toilet and there's nothing but piss around them. So that's what they attract. You know what I'm saying? It's like if a woman say she attracts a lot of homeless men, that means she's a homeless shelter. So you attract what you are. So for me, I wouldn't say the dating pool is trash at all. I may be a little bit selfish, like the young lady said, and I may be kind of picky, but I can't say that my dating pool is terrible.
Okay, okay. No, I think, listen, you have a lot of great qualities. Even I agree to that. The only thing that we were deep diving in, and you're not on record saying you won't date a woman with kids. You just said you preferred a woman without kids. So I was just asking for that dialogue. But the things I do like about you is you do have the traits of a husband. Like you're thinking about this for a long-term game. You broke down dating versus marriage. You're open-minded to it. I think what I don't want to say differ, but had a conversation about was your thought process of a woman with kids or without kids. Um, Coffee Killer said, I understand you a little. Is that do you want to start a new family?
I can't have any more kids.
Oh, you can't have any more kids.
No, I've had a vasectomy.
Okay, fair enough. So now, if you got a woman with no kids, her desire should be to never want kids?
So my niche, I guess you can say, is kind of the women that most men don't like.
Such as, give us to it. Break it down, the women you like that most men don't like.
The so-called masculine women, the doctors, the lawyers.
Oh, your thing
Oh
went
shoot.
out.
The women that are career driven, the women that put their career first, they usually don't want kids. Or they're above the age to even have kids. So a lot of the women that a lot of men run from, I don't actually mind them. And to be honest, a lot of them don't be masculine. They just need a dude to kind of just handle them a certain type of way. So I don't really
Um,
have problems attracting women that don't want kids.
okay. So let me ask you this. Why can't you be with one of those women? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. I can see you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. The volume went out? You can't hear me no more? You can't hear me? Fred. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Are you back? You ready?
Yeah, I had got a phone call and it kicked me out of the Zoom.
Okay, that's what happened. You got a phone call. All right,
Yeah.
the last thing we left off with, and I remember, your name is Fred, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fred Dallas, 47, works for the government, dad of 2 grown children by his ex-wife, Capricorn. And we were talking about the type of women that you usually attract are women that men typically don't like, which are like doctors and professional women, and sometimes they don't even want kids. So the last thing I said to you was, why can't you settle down with any of those women?
So a lot of those women are career driven. Uh, so they're not trying to settle down. They're not trying to be married. They're married to their jobs. They're married to their career. So that's what comes first. And I respect that. Your career come first, your job come first. So they don't have time to be wives. So
So then that means then with your own conclusion, she's not a good option to be your wife.
yeah, she's not a good option to be a wife, but I would still date them.
Okay. So I guess what I'm gathering is you don't mind dating. You don't have to get married again.
I wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to let a good opportunity or a good moment pass me by. So certain people are put in your life for seasons, uh, and we might have a good 4 or 5 year run, and then we go our separate ways. But those 4 or 5 years could be amazing years. Those 2 or 3 years could be amazing years. I'm not going to throw that away just because she don't want marriage.
Okay, fair enough. All right. We talked before, so if you just tune in, you got to rewind to see everything about Fred. Let me ask you this, Fred. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're gonna have to download it so the women can reach out to you. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm quite sure Fred, you could be Fred, but the thing is we have a search bar, right? So there's a lot of Freds already on the app. So I would suggest you make either your name with the number or do you have a nickname?
Yeah, I got a nickname.
What's your nickname?
My nickname is Cool Breeze.
How you spell that?
Coolbreeze.
Cool Breeze. CRB, spell it again.
Coolbreeze.
COOLBREEZE, right?
Not an E at the end, just Z. No E at the end.
Okay, no E at the end. Okay, that name is not taken. So make that your profile name. When it says first name, put in Cool Breeze.
No doubt.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have both. I have an Android and an iPhone.
Okay, well, Android, you go to your Google Play Store. iPhone, you go to your Apple Store. And Kendra G Singles is my name. Create your profile because the ladies gonna want to reach out to you.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, Cool Breeze will be his name. COOLBREEZ.
Oh, and one more thing. They got to have pretty toes. I got a foot fetish. They toes got to be cute.
You also you said pretty toes. Don't be no big lashes. Natural if possible, and don't need two seats on an airplane.
Yeah, can't do that.
Okay. The men came through tonight with their demands. All right, well, listen, Fred, I did like our dialogue.
All right, I appreciate it. It was a good conversation.
It was. All right, keep me posted how it goes, babe. Cool Breeze is gonna be his name on the app. Cool Breeze. All right, bye, babe. Kendra G Singles, the dating app is available now on your iPhone and your Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download it now. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.